new here, my name is Maddie and I healed myself from a decade of chronic Lyme disease, and I am sharing with you some of the tips and tricks I have learned along the way. And today I'm also a top chef. So I wanted to share with you guys my recipe for my breakfast casserole. It is delicious, nutritious, and I think the perfect Christmas Eve or Christmas Day breakfast or brunch dish. So I'm going to share with you guys today how I make it. It just came out of the oven a few minutes ago and it's already half gone. So stick with me, you guys, and keep watching for how to make my breakfast casserole. Here's what you're going to need. First of all, you're going to need to magically shred your potatoes and your cheese. You're going to need 2.5 pounds of russet potatoes, 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese, a pound of grass-fed beef, 5 eggs, a half a cup of organic half and half or cream, and a third to a half cup of butter for cooking, and the seasonings of your choice. First, you're going to want to put a few tablespoons of butter in the pan and set them each at a medium temperature. You're going to add your ground beef and brown it on medium to medium-high heat. Add half of your shredded potatoes to the deep skillet in an even layer. And now we're going to season our meat. Today I'm using Dr. Cowan's 3-fold spicy blend and low oxalate greens powders, along with a little salt and pepper. I love Dr. Cowan's powders. You can find more information in the description bar about them. Once your meat is done cooking, you're going to want to set it aside and try to leave as many juices in the pan as you possibly can. Now you're going to add a little bit more butter to that same pan. Keep those juices in there. They're going to help you cook your potatoes. And this is a good time too to check on your first little giant hash brown there. Make sure it's not burning. If you need to, you might need to add a little more butter to the pan. Now you're going to add the rest of your shredded potatoes to the frying pan in an even layer. Alright, are you guys ready for the coolest trick ever? When you're ready to flip your first giant hash brown, put a dinner plate on top of your pan and then flip the whole thing over. It'll keep the whole hash brown intact. It might take a little practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's such an awesome trick. You're going to put that hash brown back in to cook on the other side. Make sure you add a little more butter just to make sure it doesn't stick. Now we're going to crack our eggs. You don't have to use a blender. I like to use a blender. It just makes it a little easier, but if you don't have a blender, you can use a whisk or a fork. You just want to make sure that your eggs are really well mixed. Blend for a few seconds. You don't want to get them too frothy. And now you're going to add about half a cup of cream or half and half, just to make those eggs extra creamy. I ate most of this cheese before it even went in the recipe. I forgot to film this part, but now's the time you're going to want to flip your second giant hash brown. If it needs a little more time to cook, just make sure you turn the temperature down on that first guy. And now you're going to add your cheese to that giant hash brown in the deep skillet. Make sure you spread it in an even layer. And now we're going to add our ground beef. And now you're going to turn the temperature of the stove way down and slowly pour your blended egg mixture evenly over everything. You want to do it slowly so that egg doesn't immediately fry when it hits the pan. You just want it to slowly kind of bake. You are going to so gently take that second giant hash brown and lay it over the top of everything in that deep skillet. And then you're going to kind of want to just mush it down a little bit to make sure everything kind of homogenizes together. And then spread the rest of your cheese, the other half of your cheese, over the top of everything. Now I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of coarse salt over the top. Just adds a little crunch, I love it. And then I just really wanted to squish everything down to kind of make sure that top hash brown really got soaked into the egg. Now I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 15 minutes. If you're using a pan, make sure that your pan doesn't have any plastic on it. 15 minutes later, we're gonna pull it out. Remember that the handle of the pan is gonna be super hot. I've made that mistake before. And now I'm gonna use my awesome plate trick to get it out of the pan. You can cut it in the pan and serve it right from the pan, but if you want it on a serving dish or a plate, this trick works really well for getting it cleanly out of the pan. So you're just gonna flip it onto one dinner plate and then kind of sandwich the second plate on there and flip it back over. Go. You've got a beautiful breakfast casserole cleanly out of a pan, no sticking, it's not falling apart. I love that trick so much. Now this is my favorite part, getting to cut into it. It smells so amazing. And wait till you see this. Check out the layers. Oh, so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it made sense to you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I will answer them for you. And otherwise, I hope you guys have just a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, holiday, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell. I have new videos coming out every Tuesday and Friday. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.